good God. A bit of news came out, and this is the bit of news that I'm reacting to. You know, it's basically police in Hillsborough are warning shoppers to be vigilant after discovering credit card skimming devices at 3 local stores this week. The skimmers were among multiple devices found at store locations across the county. According to the Hillsborough Police Department, credit card skimmers are devices that steal credit card information when customers swipe or insert their cards. The illegal devices are often attached to keypads or card readers and can be difficult to detect, police said. The department shared photos showing what the skimming devices looked like and advised shoppers to watch for the warning signs. Police said shoppers should ask staff to inspect machines or choose another one if something seems off, such as a loose keypad or a terminal that looks different. Police did not identify which stores were targeted or provide details about potential suspects. The department urged residents to stay alert, protect their cards, and spread awareness about the devices. Skimming devices can capture credit card and debit card information when criminals use to make fraudulent purchases or create fake cards. These devices are typically placed on ATMs or pumps, gas pumps, and point-of-sale terminals at retail stores. Anyone who suspects they may have encountered a skimming device should contact their bank immediately, monitor their account and statements for unauthorized transactions. And I'm reading it. My thoughts are just, wow, that's fucking close to home. But no, it made me kind of want to share a story publicly about something that happened to me, and also, if I could get in touch with Sabina at KGW News to share the testimony, that would not be too terrible. But I was still with Bank of America back then, and I'm not with them anymore. I haven't been in a number of years, but I had a card, from Bank of America that came in the mail, and it was just replacing an old one that had gone missing or something, or whatever happened to it. I don't really fully remember. It's been a while, but I just got the card. Just then, right? First time, I had it, and the first thing that I did with it, the only thing that I did with the card at that point, and I remember this very vividly, like, I had not used it to buy anything else, and then my family went out, and we ended up in this one area that's way down that road in Tigard. I forget the name of the road. Because since I am a local of the area, the interstate goes down there, and it, there's that Hall Boulevard, which is one of the major thoroughways of it, but it was way, way down there, and, it was in that, like, McMinnville, or, area, the Pacific Crossroads, area, Baskin Robbins, right? And this was the only, it was down Pacific Highway, basically, and this was the only place that I'd gone with it, or it was much further down. I think there may be 2 of them, one that's a little bit further down. I don't really fully remember, but it was, like, right around there, anyways. And so, I went in, right, and I used it there in particular, and there was a young man behind the counter, and I ordered a brownie fudge sundae, and that was the only thing that I did with it. The next day, I get alerts on, from my bank saying that my card has been used at a gas station several states over, and that it's flagged some alert, and that I need to order a brand new card. And, that, just so you know, I mean, testimony-wise, these guys have been, active in the community for a while now. There's been credit card thief gangs, apparently, and some of them work in the restaurants, and they're doing that, hustle. So I ordered a brownie fudge sundae, and I seem to recall the guy basically dropped the card and leaned over the counter to pick it back up, and yeah, it's just. Anyways, I ordered this brownie fudge sundae at the place, and the next day I know, like the next thing I know, I get an alert, and that was the only thing the card had been used for at that point. So it was like process of elimination. This is the guy who did it. He worked there. I don't know that he works there anymore. It's been quite some time. I don't go there regularly. It was once in a blue off. It was probably that Dad wanted to go. I remember there was like a Circuit City type thing. You know, you know, way past there, or Tiger Direct outlet or whatever. Like way in that area. But we there was this Green Planet pot store that we would. It was a step above most of the pot stores in the Portland area, and we would go to the Green Planet place, because it was just more of a high end, pot store that was there and everything, and we would go down there on a fairly regular basis, But one day we found ourselves going way, way down Pacific, and I went down to this Baskin Robbins on the way down the road and had this brownie fudge sundae, and it was the only place I had an opportunity to use the card at that point, and that was it. And already I was getting alerts that there were that it that it had been swiped at a gas station several states over, and triggered the region locking abilities of the card, and it just so yeah, I mean there's been gangs that have been operating in the area with credit card skimming for a while.